The book of Exodus, the ultimate escape plan, with plagues, parting seas, and a lot of manna. All right, friends, let's dive into the book of Exodus. A tale of epic escapes, divine intervention, and yes, more plagues than you'd ever want in your lifetime. Picture it. The Hebrews are stuck in Egypt, enslaved and living under a Pharaoh who has no concept of work-life balance. They're calling out to God for some serious help, and what they get is the ultimate hero, Moses. But this isn't just your average hero story. Moses has a burning bush, a magical staff, and the ability to part entire bodies of water. Top that, Batman. It's a wild ride from start to finish. Let's get into it, shall we? Chapter 1. The Hebrews are in trouble. Cue the eye of the tiger. So, Exodus kicks off with the Hebrews hanging out in Egypt. Actually, not hanging out. More like being forced into hard labor by the Egyptian king, aka Pharaoh. And now the Hebrews have been reduced to bricklaying, pyramid-building machines. Relatable if you've ever panicked at the sight of a family reunion. So he decides to oppress them even more. And when that doesn't work, he issues the world's most horrifying decree. All baby boys must be thrown into the Nile. Talk about dark times. Chapter 2. Moses. From basket case to Egypt's worst nightmare. Enter baby Moses. His mom, unwilling to follow the baby boy into the Nile policy, decides to float him down the river in a basket. So technically she follows the law, right? Luckily, Pharaoh's daughter finds baby Moses, and instead of thinking, ah yes, a Hebrew child, time to call the guards, she thinks, how cute, I'll keep him. And just like that, Moses goes from Nile orphan to Egyptian prince. That is, until one day, he sees an Egyptian beating a Hebrew and decides to step in. Spoiler alert, he kills the guy. Panicking, Moses flees to the desert, where he becomes a shepherd and lays low for about 40 years. Moses seems to have a thing for long waits in deserts, as we'll see later. Chapter 3. The burning bush. Now things get lit. While Moses is minding his own business, taking care of some sheep, God decides it's time to call him into action. How? Through a burning bush. Yes, a bush that's on fire, but somehow not burning up. This is ancient biblical foreshadowing for all the wild stuff Moses will do later. God speaks to Moses from the bush. Cue the spooky echoing voice, telling him to go back to Egypt and lead the Israelites out of slavery. Naturally, Moses is like, you sure about that? I'm not really great at public speaking. But God is persistent and basically tells him, don't worry, I'll give you the words. Also, here's a magic staff that turns into a snake for dramatic effect. Moses reluctantly agrees. Chapter 4, 12, let my people go. Also, enjoy these 10 plagues. Moses returns to Egypt, staff in hand, and marches into Pharaoh's palace with his brother Aaron as his sidekick. They deliver the iconic line, let my people go! And Pharaoh, in classic villain style, responds with, nah, I'm good. And so begins the 10 plagues. The biblical version of a really bad day stretched out over time. Here's the highlight reel. Into blood, gross and highly inconvenient. Frogs everywhere. I'm talking frogs in your bed, frogs in your cereal, frogs on your frogs. Gnats, itchy. Flies, also itchy and annoying. Livestock dies, farmers are not happy. Boils, painful and unpleasant. Hail, but like giant hail that destroys everything. Locusts, the world's worst infestation. Darkness. 3 days of pitch black. Imagine the power went out during your favorite Netflix binge. Death of the firstborn, the worst plague of them all. This is the one that finally breaks Pharaoh's spirit. After the 10th plague, Pharaoh finally says, "Fine, get out of here!" And the Hebrews begin their journey to freedom. But hold on to your sandals. It's not smooth sailing just yet. My apologies.
Stop for a few moments. I've got some top secret stuff I needed to let you all in on. Just a few secrets about Modern Testament talks. The first secret is that we are so sick that COVID is jealous, like we're just straight awesome. And let's be honest, that's not much of a secret. Am I right? The second secret is that our content is killer cash filler. It's gold, yo. Gold. And you can take that straight to the bank. For sure. The third secret is a thing we call Faith Foundations. It's our Bible study, journaling, and art activity we end all episodes with. The fourth and final secret is simple, folks. Stay till the end and join us, so you too can grow your faith with all of us. And now back to the show.
So come along and grow your faith with us. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. Chapter 13. 14. The Great Escape with a Parting Sea. The Hebrews make their way out of Egypt, led by Moses, who is probably starting to feel like a superhero at this point. But then Pharaoh has second thoughts and decides to chase after them with his army. Cue the epic chase scene. Pharaoh's chariots are closing in, and the Hebrews are trapped between them and the Red Sea. Talk about a tough situation. But then Moses, using that trusty staff of his, parts the Red Sea. Yes, you read that right. He splits the sea in two, creating a dry path for the Hebrews to cross. The Egyptians try to follow, but just as they're halfway through, the waters come crashing down on them, and Pharaoh's army is wiped out. Moses. 1 Pharaoh 0, chapter 15, 18. The desert road trip, now with extra complaints. So, now that they're free, the Hebrews set off into the wilderness, and things immediately start to get a little whiny. They're thirsty, they're hungry, and they start missing the good old days in Egypt. Conveniently forgetting about the whole slavery part. But God provides manna, a mysterious bread-like substance. Falls from the sky every morning, and water flows from a rock when Moses strikes it. It's basically the original version of a drive-thru, minus the convenience of an actual car. Yet, the complaints don't stop. If there's one thing humans are good at, it's finding something to complain about even when bread is literally raining from the sky. Chapter 19 to 31. Rules, rules, rules. The 10 Commandments drop. Fast forward a bit, and the Hebrews are camped out at Mount Sinai. God calls Moses up the mountain for a chat, and here's where we get the 10 Commandments. The ultimate rule book. These commandments are pretty straightforward. Don't steal, don't murder, be nice to your parents, etc. But they form the foundation of morality for generations to come. But while Moses is up on the mountain, the people below are getting restless. They decide to make a golden calf. Because apparently making an idol is the next logical step when you're bored. Moses is not thrilled when he comes back down and sees his people worshiping a cow. Statue! He breaks the stone tablets in frustration. Understandable, really. But after a stern talking to and some repentance, they get back on track. Chapter 32, 40. The Tabernacle and the Glory of God. The final chapters of Exodus are all about the construction of the Tabernacle. Basically a portable temple for God to dwell among the people. There are detailed instructions on how to build it, and the people donate materials and work together to make it happen. By the end, God's glory fills the tabernacle, showing that he's still with them, even in the wilderness. So, in conclusion, the Exodus. A journey of faith, freedom, and a lot of walking. The book of Exodus is more than just a wild escape story. It's about freedom, faith, and learning to trust God. Even when you're wandering in the desert, covered in dust and tired of eating manna. The Israelites' journey from slavery to freedom is a powerful reminder that God hears our cries, even when we feel stuck in impossible situations. It's also a lesson in patience. something the Israelites had to learn, often the hard way. Exodus teaches us that God is not just about grand, miraculous escapes, though those are pretty cool. He's also present in the day-to-day struggles, providing what we need, even if it's not always what we expect. Hello, Mana! So, whether you're facing your own personal Red Sea moment or just feeling lost in the wilderness of life, remember, God is with you, leading you through it all. And hey, if he can part a sea, he can definitely handle whatever you're dealing with.